Hi everyone, this is Anamika from Love Live Learn, wishing you a very beautiful, healthy, happy and grateful year 2021, right? Earlier today we had scheduled a session to discuss about our learnings and experiences from the year 2020. A lot of you had joined and participated, and thank you so much for sharing your experiences in that discussion. The purpose of this video is to bring together all that we have discussed in that 1 hour plus few minutes together in a short span of time for your benefit to learn from what we discussed. Okay, so what we did in Let's Reflect 2020, we actually had around 7-8 people join us, and we shared our challenges on what did 2020 really bring about as challenges in front of each one of us. Then we also spoke about the lessons that we all learned from this year, and then we also spoke about what are we really grateful for. So I'm going to bring all of it together for you in this short video. So let's begin. I have some notes here, so I'm going to refer to them. Let's begin with the challenges. Interestingly, most of us actually spoke about more lessons and lesser challenges. So that's really beautiful. Some challenges that we spoke about was the fear of contracting this disease, the fear of losing a dear one or having someone go through this particular infection. There were some challenges around getting accustomed to the new online mode of connecting with people, especially for teachers, for example, on how do they engage their students in an online platform, especially if they are younger ones, how do you really engage them? We also spoke about challenge of being secluded because there was no connections, physical especially, because we couldn't meet people, we couldn't go anywhere. So some fear of and feeling of being secluded, not being involved, not being able to meet people. And that also contributed to limited level of activity. And also a lot of us spoke about taken by surprise, not having any time to prepare for these challenges. And also balancing between work and life. A lot of us didn't have a setup at home ready to be able to cater to our official commitments. So we had to set up all those things, then setting expectations with the family. There are kids at home, there may be pets at home, so there is a lot of distraction around there. You still have to cook, you still have to do the other chores, and there is no help. So balancing all of that was spoken about as a challenge. And then we also spoke about a challenge of not just working with the fear, not just living with the fear of contracting this infection, but also being able to help others feel lesser scared. There were people who were required to go to office, and there were people who had to continue their work outside of their homes as well. So not just for them, but for their teams and their colleagues. So how do you help others also? So that was one of the challenges that we spoke about. Now let's move on to the lessons that we all learned. One of the biggest lessons we said is to learn to live with what we have. We kind of also figured out that we can actually do with very little. We don't need so many things. So many things are added frills, around multiple things that we already have. So that was one. Learning to deal with ambiguity is what a lot of us learned. We learned to not take life for granted. We also learned about the power of gratitude, how just being grateful about the little things that you have in life can transform your entire approach. We also learned about too much of anything is not good, and the importance of balance and how essential balance in life is. Forgiving, we also learned, is not impossible. It is possible. We just need to put a little bit of heart, more of our effort, heart and soul into it. People spoke about learning that nothing is permanent. Anything can change in a moment, in a fraction of a second. And that was a lesson. We learned about we don't control everything around us. There are some things that, yes, we can control, but we do not control everything around us. And also that we can always take out time if we really want to. If we really want to do something, we can always take out time for it. So those are some lessons that we shared in our discussion today. And let's talk about what are we grateful for. People who joined us, what did they say they're grateful for? One is that the privileges that we normally tend to take for granted. The food on our plate, the luxury of having internet connection, having power supply, electricity through the day to be able to connect with people even virtually, having probably a vehicle to transfer or transport yourself from your home to office if you're going out, and not struggling to be in a public transport. We also spoke about how we are grateful for our life and our health, and the fact that we are alive. The fact that we are waking up every morning is a blessing in itself. We should be grateful for that. We also spoke about opportunities to learn new lessons, learning technology, learning different types of things that we wanted to always learn but we couldn't. But now we kind of found that time, or took out that time, to be able to learn online all these lessons and all these different things that we wanted to. Access to learning, like I said, through online platforms was better, it was easier, and we also got time to spend with our family, to be with our family, and even for our own selves. So we are grateful for that as well. We are also grateful for all the different heroes, who have helped us get all the little amenities, smaller to larger, and they've actually made it really easy for us. When I say these heroes, they are all of those people in the medical fraternity, be it in the people who are the delivery boys, the grocery, people who are selling groceries in the shop still, people who are cleaning, the sanitary workers, and everybody, in fact, the government employees who have to brave it as well, police personals, and many, many more people who should be considered heroes. But I think we also should consider each one of us as heroes, because we have been able to survive. We have been able to get through these challenges in our own little ways. We may have fumbled, we may have fallen down, we may have broken, we may have cried, we may have done everything. But that's all accepted, that's all normal, because we were not prepared for it, right? So I think we should also be grateful to our own selves and be thankful for our own selves. So that's a gist of what we actually discussed in Let's Reflect on 2020 today, and I hope this is useful for you as well. If you want to use, and if you want to start 2021 on a beautiful note and learn the power of gratitude and how to use it on a regular basis to stay this positive, to look at the brighter side of life irrespective of what's happening around you, do consider visiting my website www.lovelivelearn.in and explore, join the gratitude circle. It's a 15-day course. The first phase is a 15-day course which will take you through a step-by-step process of understanding how gratitude really works and making it a habit. And then you can graduate onto the phase 2, which talks about forgiveness, deservability, and more, right? So I look forward to connect more with you. If you are liking the work that I'm doing, do like, forward, share, and spread the word. This is only meant to spread love and compassion to the world, to more and more people. So please spread the word and let more and more people like us come together and make this world a beautiful place. Once again, wishing you a very beautiful 2021. Signing off for now, and look forward to more and more such videos, podcasts, blogs that I write, and such discussions as well in the coming year. So stay blessed and stay grateful. Thank you so much. Bye.